Good morning, guys, and welcome to the island of Mallorca in Spain. We are early doors right now. In fact, it's 20 past 6, and I am venturing out to Cap De Formentor. So it's about a 40-minute drive. I've been driving for like 20 minutes already, so 15 minutes. So I should be there in about 25 minutes. It is tight, windy roads to get out there, so it's pretty tough. Got my can of sugar-free Injica energy drink to get me going for the morning. We're heading out there. I can see some light on the horizon, but it's by no means getting light just yet. So I think I've got some time. I reckon I'll get out there with about 15 minutes probably spare to work out what type of photo I want to take and set it up. So I think first things first is just get out there, and I will see you guys when we're there. Okay, right, I've made it. It's not quite as light as it looks on camera for you guys, but it is fairly light, and I have two initial observations. Number one is that the sunset does not look like it's gonna be fantastic. It might still be okay, but it doesn't look great. The other thing is, so one of the things that I didn't know coming out here this time is that they have reduced the access for when you can drive out here. So you're not allowed to drive out here after 10 a.m, which means there's a lot of people who've driven out here early this morning. There's like 10 cars out here already, whereas last time, I remember well, I was literally like the only person out here. Whereas this time that's not the case. So now last time I took the photo from up this hill. You can see Cap De Formentor and the lighthouses behind me. I think I am still going to go up there, but I'm going to try and get more off to the side. And my other plan is I think I'm going to try and shoot a portrait photo rather than landscape. Those of you guys who've been sticking around the channel for a long time, you might remember I had an encounter with a goat the last time I was out here. I can see a goat down there. Hopefully I don't have to fight another goat as I get up this hill. Right, I'm going to start trying to get up here and see what I can see. Yeah, go on, let's just start climbing up here and see what happens. Let's go. I'll document some of the climb up because I think sometimes this is funny for you guys, this type of stuff. Okay, so I'm about as high as I think I'm going to climb, mainly because I wanted to get a different perspective this time, right? And last time I was a bit higher up and like over this direction. So what I'm going to try and do is from kind of down low here, going right here, so I'm kind of by this wall which is by the water. You guys might remember if you watched the first video, I've only got my tiny tripod, which I'm going to set up here and try to get like a landscape shot. Now the sun is just coming over the horizon now, and unfortunately, like I said, the sunrise is not looking great. It looks like it's going to be a fairly misty plain sky with then like just the sun, which is never as good. But let's set up, let's get a photo or two, and let's see how we do. Let's do this. Okay, so you know what, I'm pretty unhappy with how it's gone, I'll be honest with you, to the extent that I've been stood here thinking, oh, maybe this little mini series isn't going to work out. But actually, you know what, sometimes that's part of what you have to do with these things. So the sunset has been, I keep saying sunset, the sunrise has been rubbish. I mean, basically what we've got is just like a plain, fairly kind of misty sky, and then the sun has come over the horizon there. There's not been any colours. Like if you look this way, you can see it's been like this, right? There's no pinks, no oranges really, apart from a bit of orange around the actual sun itself, which is a real shame. So hey, you know, look, I could play with all that in post. I could add fake skies and all that kind of stuff. I could do that, and look, who knows, maybe we'll do that as part of an experiment, but that's not really my way of doing landscape photography. I want to capture what's in front of me. I don't want to like make up something I didn't see. So yeah, so that's been a shame. What I have done though is I've tried to do a couple of longer exposures, and in a second I'll show you exactly what I've been doing settings wise and how I've set up the camera. I am shooting portrait to try and get something a bit different from last time. And you know what, a couple of people have asked me, oh, why would you want to go back out there and shoot the same thing again, and why would you want to go and do the same thing? And actually, you know what, for me it's not so much about actually the photo I can capture. It's a big part of it is about me coming out here and just enjoying this experience of being here at sunrise. It's cool. You feel like, you kind of feel a bit like you're on the edge of the earth, you know. I'm going to show you kind of to give you an idea behind me. So I'm on this kind of hillside, sort of cliff face, and then you can see the sea behind me. That's then the lighthouse, and you can see the other way is the same. You really are in the middle of nowhere out here, which is awesome, and that's kind of what it's about. It's about being somewhere like this, seeing something not that many people see. And actually there are a lot more people here than last time. There's some people further up the hill taking a photo, there's some people up there to my right taking a photo. I've seen a drone come over with people taking photos, and as I've said, I think because of the road restrictions getting out here in the morning, there's a lot of people over by the lighthouse itself. There's like, you know, I mean, I'm talking like 20-30 cars driven back and forth past me on this road in front of me. And I remember distinctly last time I was here taking this photo, I think one other vehicle drove out here, and that was like a delivery truck. So you're talking a whole different environment in terms of what you're shooting. But that's fine. Hey, that's cool. And actually, I don't know how well they've come out, but I've tried to do some stuff with light trails from the cars on the road. We'll see how that looks. But anyway, look, let me show you what I've actually set up. So in terms of my camera, I've set it up on my mini tripod here in front of me. It means it's quite down low. I'm kind of crouched doing the shots, as you can see. I'm using my ND filter. Now that's my ND 1000. Okay, so that's a you know, a big difference. That really is making the entire image a lot darker. Anyone who doesn't know what an ND filter is, it is basically like a sunglass that you put on front of your lens to make your image darker. Let me just show you. You can see on the front of the camera. And the idea of that is that it enables me to make the image I'm looking at darker, right? So I can create a longer exposure, which just smooths out some of the sea and the sky and stuff like that. Now, the advantage of that today is minimal because there's not really any clouds in the sky, or there is, but it's like a consistent blanket of cloud, and the sea isn't really choppy and it's kind of quite far away in the image. So the benefit of that isn't really great. But what it has enabled me to do is do some longer sort of 30-second exposures in the hope that I can capture some of the light trails from the cars, and we'll see what those look like once we get into the photos. Settings wise, I've gone for a massive depth of field, so I'm at f11. I've gone ISO 100, so as low as I can, and then my shutter speed, right now I'm up at about 30 seconds, but I'm experimenting with different shutter speeds. So I've done some 20 seconds, 10 seconds, I've even done a few like quicker ones without the ND filter on. So we'll see how those come out, but that's what I'm doing. I'm shooting portrait mode, as I said. If I just turn my camera around, you guys can see. So you can see here, I've got the mini tripod set up. I'm using the L bracket so that I can mount the camera in portrait mode. I've splayed out the legs a fair bit of the tripod to kind of give me extra stability. As you can see, I'm on this kind of ropey looking rock surface looking out towards the lighthouse over there. Something which I couldn't really film too well getting out here because of how dark it was the road that you had to drive on to get out here. But going back, I'm going to film some of that road, so watch to the end of the video. I'm going to film some of the road going back out of here, and you guys will see like just how ropey it is. It really is quite tight and windy. Goats and all sorts out there. I've not seen any goats up the hill here, but I can certainly hear them. I think it's the one that I saw earlier on down the bottom of the hill there. So look, I think that probably is just about enough for episode 2 of this little challenge. If you're enjoying it, do me a favour, hit the like button, comment below, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of me just doing some different videos on the channel. Do you enjoy just kind of seeing me go out and do a bit of photography that's not sports related? Because we can certainly do a bit more of this type of stuff again. I enjoy doing stuff like this just as much as I do my sport. So let me know below in the comments what you think. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Stick around for just another couple of seconds to the end so you can see that winding road on the way back. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I will see you on the next video.